Hey crew, the gameplay you're watching is the Grandmaster Lake of Shadows, and we clear this thing in 9 minutes and 20 seconds, which is pretty dang good. So I have the full clear here up on screen for you guys to watch, so I hope you enjoy it. Now I made a video on this hunter build a few months back, but it is even better now, and the ease of use that this build provides to any player is what makes it the best in my opinion for the hunter. The Revenant Hunter is second and the Golden Gun is third. The only time I would take a Revenant now is if you have two others running Focusing Lens. But remember, that will be gone at the end of the season. So this build is now top tier in my opinion. And with Void 3.0 coming, it's going to get even better. But I want to get the point across that this is the easiest build to use, whether you're solo or you're with a team. And something that is easier for everybody and all players to use. Because let's be real, some people might not be as skilled as others, which is perfectly fine, but that's what makes this build so strong, and I hope you guys enjoy it. If you are new to the channel, then hit that subscribe button for me and become part of the crew here, and for my dedicated viewers, if you could let this video play out till the end, that goes a long way in supporting the channel, and it's a free way to support the channel. If you want a one-stop shop to all my builds, then join the Discord to get access to all the builds in one easy place, and the dim links are there for all my builds as well. Now we're taking advantage of three main things to make this build really shine, so make sure you get these three things right and it should work to perfection for you. First off, in the subclass, the main thing we're taking advantage of is Vanish in the Smoke. Throw a smoke bomb from a distance, making you and nearby allies invisible and providing the Heart of the Pack buff. Heart of the Pack grants weapon haste and increases mobility, recovery, and resilience. I believe the mobility, recovery, and resilience is a plus 30 to your stats, if I remember that correctly. But don't quote me on it, but I think that's right. So we're taking advantage of this Vanish in the Smoke. This is our melee and it's a smoke bomb. We go invisible with this smoke bomb. And now with the changes with the 30th anniversary, we can have this invisibility up 100% of the time without doing any dodging near enemies or any extra steps in gameplay, which is what makes this build so easy and so reliable now. For the rest of the subclass here, we have Combat Provision. Damaging enemies with grenades grants melee ability energy, making allies invisible grants grenade energy. We have Mobius Quiver, which is the super. We fire off a ton of shadow shots. I believe you can get about 7 of them off. And then this also grants Heart of the Pack buff, which is that increase in weapon haste, mobility, and recovery and resilience. And then we have Lockdown. Grenades effects last twice as long, allowing for strong territorial control and increased damage potential. You also want to be using Gambler's Dodge. Dodge to perform a deft tumble, avoiding enemy attacks. Dodging near enemies fully recharges your melee ability. So this is kind of our, safety kit right here for Gambler's Dodge, just in case we need a smoke bomb for whatever reason randomly while we're playing. So number 1 is Vanish in the Smoke. We're taking advantage of that. Number 2 is our exotic. This is Graviton Forfeit. Now the exotic perk here is Vanishing Shadow. Increase the duration of any invisibility effects. While you are invisible, your melee recharges faster, your weapons reload faster, and your recovery is greatly increased. So Vanishing Shadow is super important because the invisibility from the smoke bomb lasts longer and our melee recharges faster while we're invisible. So since we're getting a faster melee recharge there, we're stacking that on top of 100 strength. Now with 100 strength in this build, you can stand still, throw a smoke bomb at your feet, go invisible, and once that invisibility runs out with Graviton Forfeit, because we have the increased invisibility effects, you will have another smoke bomb back if you're using 100 strength. This means you don't have to dodge next to enemies, you don't have to do anything extra. Stand there, throw the smoke bomb at your feet, come out of your invis, throw the next one. Like, it's just an easy cycle. This means that you are the guy that can keep your teammates alive all the time. You can be invisible 24 hours of the day and go revive every single player in a Grandmaster Nightfall. So those are the only 3 things you need to have complete invisibility. Graviton Forfeit Exotic, the Smoke Bomb from the subclass, and 100 strength. Now for your mods, we're focusing on survivability, and there's only 3 mods here that you really need, and it's very easy. First off, we have Reaping Wellmaker. This is after activating your class ability, your next weapon, Final Blow, on any combatant spawns a Void Elemental Well. This means any of your weapons and on any enemy type, it can be the tiniest red bar, will spawn a Void Elemental Well after dodging. So while I'm invisible, I'll normally dodge near an enemy if I want to get my grenade back, just to have it, kill one enemy, make sure I always have Protective Light up and be charged with light. So when that Void Well drops from that enemy, we become charged with light with elemental charge, And then we're using that with Protective Light, so we gain that extra damage resistance whenever our shields break. But basically, we have a well on demand, and we have invisibility on demand with this build. So we can always make that well. Your teammates see that well, so they can always pick it up. And then you always have invisibility. And then with Void 3.0 coming, if we can change some other things up with this subclass, it's going to be amazing. Like, I still think Top Tree Tether in general is better for ad clear and different rooms in Grandmasters, right? So I feel like Top Tree, the tether aspect is a little bit better, but the bottom tree with Mobius Quiver and firing these all off still does a lot. So we'll see what happens, but with Void 3.0, it's going to be amazing. The only other mod that I was running was Radiant Light. This gives me a plus 20 strength when I have any other arc mod equipped, so like an arc resist mod, right? And I needed that extra 20 strength to get 100 strength on my hunter because my gear on my hunter sucks. And I need to still work on that. My warlock is top tier, my titan's top tier, and my hunter is a little bit lacking right now. All three of us were using Gallahorn in this video. And basically we would have one well warlock so we could damage the boss and take him down easily and fast. And then our two other teammates were just using Aeon gauntlets. So that way they put the mod on, I think it's Sect of Insight if I remember correctly. I don't know, don't quote me on Sect of Insight, but I think it's that one. And they generate special and heavy ammo every time they do a finisher. So a champion counts as this and he'll drop heavy ammo for the other two players all the time. So basically you can run this Grandmaster with unlimited Gallahorn ammo and just tear through all of these enemies. Now, Gallahorn came out this with the 30th anniversary. All of you guys probably have it. So this is a very easy way to clear this Grandmaster. You have unlimited Gallahorn. Just go fire it off, finish the champions as needed to get more heavy. And I mean, as you're seeing in this gameplay, we literally just destroy every champion there is. Like, we were firing off our Gallahorn at red bars because we had so much Gallahorn. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take advantage of the Hunter build in all different kinds of content. It's one of the best solo builds in the game for survivability. I mean, if you want to try to solo Grandmasters or solo different things, this would be one of the builds I'd run. If you're struggling maybe on the dungeon and you're trying to get that emblem, this would be a build I would run for that. But I'll let the rest of this gameplay play out for you guys. It's literally a 9-minute video where we clear this Grandmaster, and I hope you guys see what we're doing and enjoy it. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments for me. I'll answer them for you. You can talk to me over on Discord as well, and you can get access to Discord to all of the different builds that I do over there. Thank you so much for watching my content. I appreciate it, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Have a great rest of your day, and hopefully you're having a good start to your new year so far.